It is said that for centuries a story has been going on that an old city is hidden in the depths of the sea, inside which there is so much treasure that there is no end to it. So the story begins with a ship in the middle of the sea, on which a pirate's ship is very dangerous, but the atmosphere on that ship is completely disturbed. The team of pirates has rebelled against their own captain, and the reason for this is that the captain knows the secret of the lost city which is hidden deep under the sea. But he was refusing to tell its location at any cost. The team pressurizes him and threatens him that if he does not tell the truth, they will kill him. But the captain is not affected by this, and he does not say a single word. In anger, one of the pilots suddenly fires a bullet, due to which the captain gets injured and stumbles and falls down from the ship into the sea. While falling, he holds on to a barrel tightly, and then the truth comes out. His young son Hexing was hidden inside that barrel. The captain tries his best to save his son. But at the same moment, the pirate leader is killed. Now here, 20 years later, we see Hexing, who has now grown up. We see him on a small boat, where he is working with a team of fishermen, and we come to know that years ago when he was found floating in the sea, he was rescued and pulled out by Captain Long Long. Not only saved his life but also adopted him. He became more than a father to him. Long orders his team that now the time has come. They should search for the treasure hidden under the sea. But before diving, he tells that they have to first go to a place called the Eye of the Sea, where all the treasures of the sea have been collected for centuries. Hexing also prepares to dive. But a young man from the team mocks him and says that he should not go with them. In his eyes, Hexing does not deserve to get the treasure. Seeing this, Captain Long intervenes and boosts Hexing's morale. With his encouragement, Hexing gathers courage and jumps into the depths of the sea with the team. While going underwater, Hexing suddenly gets separated from his team, and while searching alone, he finds a golden staff, a piece of which he breaks off, and as soon as he looks at it, he feels that some mysterious power in that piece has descended on his palm. Waves of energy burst out from the palm, which makes him lose his balance. Then suddenly a huge sea monster stood in front of him. Seeing this, Hexing got scared, but surprisingly the monster does not harm him. He just calmly swims away. Hexing now starts to crave for oxygen, and his breathing stops and he faints while trying to go up. On the ship, Captain Long gets anxious and asks the team where Hexing is. Everyone says that they have not seen him. So Long panics and dives into the sea himself, and on reaching down he finds Hexing unconscious and immediately saves him by using a breathing device. After which Hexing slowly regains consciousness. But then the sea monster comes again and attacks Long. He pushes him hard, due to which Long and Hexing get separated. Hexing somehow swims to the surface, and as soon as he comes up, he sees his ship which was being attacked by the pirates, and then he also sees Captain Long. His eyes are filled with joy. But this happiness was short-lived. Suddenly that monster pounces on Long and swallows him whole. Seeing this, his team gets very terrified. They all run away from there with the ship and leave Hexing alone in the middle of the sea. Here Hexing looks around in despair, and then he sees a pirate ship coming towards him. Those pirates catch him and tie him on their ship and take him away. There their leader Pirate Queen sees the pirate tattoo on his shoulder and asks who he belongs to. Hexing explains that he is not a pirate but a fisherman. But the queen sees the golden piece hidden in his pocket. She asks him where he got it from. So he tells her the truth that he found it in the sea. The queen does not believe him and snatches the piece from him. Then she orders her team to take Hexing prisoner. He is locked in a room where a girl named Inu was already present. After a while, Hexing was unconscious due to the attack of the pirates, and when he regains consciousness, he finds himself with Inu. Inu tells that she has shark teeth with which she can cut the ropes, and she frees both of them. Then Inu asks him the name of his village, so Hexing says that he is from Boat Dweller. Inu immediately recognizes him as the sea fisherman. Hexing then sneaks into the pirate queen's cabin and looks for his golden piece. He finds it, but also sees a map with Alexander Island marked on it, indicating that the pirates were about to attack the island. Inu is then confronted by the pirates, who begin to harass her. Hexing saves her and they jump into the sea together, and she swims away to a small boat.
They reach the boat which they have stolen from the pirates. Suddenly, an arrow hits Hexing's back, and this arrow was shot by the pirate queen, who was angry that Hexing is still alive. And in anger, she kills one of her team's men and throws him in the sea. The next day, when Hexing wakes up, he sees that Enu is treating his injury. Now a deep attachment has started to develop between the two. Enu asks him about his golden piece. When he shows it to her, Enu is surprised. She tells him that she is from Alexander Island and has come out in search of lost cities. She believes that the Sam lost city is hidden under Alexander Island. After which both of them decide to go to Alexander Island together. Enu gives him a special fish and tells him to eat well to get his strength back. She tells him that on the way they will have to face the ghost fog, a cold fog that kills anyone who enters it. And it doesn't take them long before they reach the ghost fog. Hexing is nervous and asks how they will get through it. Enu tells him that she has 2 bottles of sea mercury water. Suddenly the boat is pulled into the fog and Hexing becomes weak and faints. Enu gives him mercury water and talks to him continuously to keep him conscious. And eventually they both get through the ghost fog. But Enu's grandfather gets angry that he brought a stranger to the village. Later, Hexing goes for a walk and meets Dr. W. Dr. V tells him that he had treated his back wound and also saw the pirate tattoo on his body. But he did not tell this to anyone. Then Yenu also comes there and introduces both of them. She tells that Dr. V is a great scientist and respects him a lot. Both of them tell Hexing that they are also looking for the lost city. Dr. V takes him with him and hands him a book. On opening the book, Hexing sees that the figure which was engraved on his golden piece is engraved in it. It is written in the book that the city under the sea is located right below Elixir village and a big ship is buried above it. The 3 of them leave Alexander Island and move towards a big mountain, and as they reach it, they realize that the shape of this mountain is like a ship. Hexing looks at it in surprise and immediately understands that the lost city is here and it must be hidden under this mountain. He decides that they have to climb to the top of this mountain. After a long and difficult climb, they reach the top of the mountain. There they see a mysterious circle underwater, which was shining strangely. Hexing takes out the paper he had kept with him and looks at it carefully. He realizes that the entrance to this city passes through this circle. Without any delay, all 3 jump into the sea and pass through the circle, and the next moment they reach a place where there was no water at all. There is a deep and dark cave in front of them. They enter it for exploration, and as soon as Hexing steps inside the cave, every corner starts looking strangely familiar to him, and slowly his memory returns. He remembers coming here as a child with his father, a pirate leader. But suddenly his memories are broken and he panics and warns his companions that they must run away immediately because the water is rushing towards them. And before he can say anything, the water actually crashes on them. The flood of water is about to sweep them away when a strange energy appears from Hexing's palm. The energy coming out of his palm freezes all the water into ice, and he saves his companions' lives at the last moment. After this, they run fast and accidentally reach a large room where a map of the entire ocean is etched on the floor. Hexing and the doctor bend down and clean the dust from the map. Enu looks at him and asks, "Who are you? And how can you control the ghost fog like this?" Hearing this, Hexing flashes back another memory. He remembers that as a child his father had asked him to draw on this very map. He also remembers his father's words that only you can open the eye of the sea. As soon as his memories are gone, Hexing admits the truth. He tells Enu that he made this map and that he is actually the son of the pirate leader. Enu gets very angry at this and feels completely cheated because Hexing had hidden his identity from the beginning and had also kept the tattoo on his arm hidden. And now in her eyes he was a dangerous pirate. Hexing angrily says that he is from the boat people, not a real pirate. He explains that his tattoo was on his arm since birth. But Anu does not listen to him and leaves him alone with the doctor. Disappointed, Hexing tries to follow him, but the doctor stops him. He begins to tell her the truth. He says that his real name is Seda and that he was Hexing's father's companion long ago. Seda reveals that Hexing's real name is Daga and that only he can open the Eye of the Sea.
The biggest proof is the tattoo on his shoulder. But Hexing ignores her words and walks away. He returns to the shore of Alexander Island where he is confronted with a very dangerous scene.
The pirates have attacked the village.
Inu's grandfather had already been killed and the rest of the villagers were being threatened at sword point. The pirate queen who had imprisoned Hexing and Inu earlier was also present there. She tells Inu that it was only because of her that they were able to reach the island. And then Inu suddenly remembers that it was Hexing who had actually brought them here. Then Seda appears and surprisingly all the pirates, even the queen, bow down to her. Sita tells the villagers that he has discovered the secret of the underwater city and that he will not harm them. He then leaves. Meanwhile, Hexing tries to convince Inu, but the villagers do not believe him. They stop him and start pelting him with stones. Insulted and angry, Hexing decides that he will now join the pirates. Seda takes the golden piece from Hexing and tells him that it is not an ordinary piece but a part of his father's pirate leader's armor. Hexing asks how his father died. Seda tells him that his father was killed by his own team. The reason was that his father knew the secret of the island's gate. But he never told anyone. Seda then offers him to join the pirates. He says that together they can open the island's gate and get a lot of gold from there. He also says that Hexing is actually a pirate and will always be one. Hearing this, Hexing remembers his days with the boat dweller when everyone hated him and the tattoo on his hand made people hate him. Thinking this, Hexing decides that now he will side with the pirates. He will prove to everyone that he is worthy of respect by opening the gate and becoming more powerful, and that gate was named Eye of the Sea. On the other hand, Inu buries her grandfather and becomes the ruler of the island. At the same time, the truth is revealed that Captain Long is still alive. Inu meets him and proposes an alliance. She wants the boat dweller to join her in breaking the ghost fog and saving Hexing from the pirates on the evil. But one of the boat dwellers angrily says that he will not risk his life for a pirate. Inu starts to leave with a broken heart. Then Long stops him. He says that he would like to go with him to save his son. Meanwhile, Hexing boards the pirate ship and prepares to open the city gate. Then Long's team attacks his ship and she tells Hexing to return, but Hexing refuses. The pirate queen attacks but Hexing intervenes and stops her too. Suddenly Inu appears there and she tells Hexing that she has learned the whole truth of his life. Before dying, his grandfather told him that Hexing's father, the pirate leader, was actually a very kind person who wanted to protect everyone. But Hexing convinces him to return to his people because he can never live with them again. Meanwhile, Long arrives on the ship with his team and seeing Hexing, his eyes are filled with joy. He hugs her and tries to take her with him. But then Seda shoots Long here, due to which Long dies on the spot. Seeing this, Hexing breaks down and remembers that his father was also killed by Seda. At the same time, he sees that Seda now jumps from the ship and enters the city gate. Hexing tells his companions to take Long's body and he will take care of the rest himself. Here the parrot queen tries to kill Inu. But then the sea monster appears and swallows the queen. Now Hexing enters the Eye of the Sea to stop Seda. Inside the city, Seda has already started drawing a lot of power. His body started turning into gold. Hexing tries to stop him. But Seda turns the water of the entire sea into ice with his power and knocks Hexing down. But Hexing does not give up. He was trying to break the barrier. But even after trying a lot, it was not breaking. Seda attacks him in anger and Hexing almost faints. Then his father's golden armor piece comes in his hand and this armor turns into liquid gold and gets absorbed in his palm and his hand turns into a golden hand. Now Hexing feels a tremendous power in his whole body. He stands up and breaks the barrier with his golden hand. The barrier falls straight on the stairs, killing him on the spot, and with his death, ghost fog vanishes from Alexander continent forever. Everyone celebrates this victory. But they also feel sad in their hearts that maybe Hexing is dead. But suddenly the layer of the sea bursts and Hexing comes out alive. Anu is very happy to see him and runs to him. Both of them now decide that no matter what the future holds, they will stay together, and with this the movie ends here. So if you liked the video, then subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon and tell us in the comments section how you liked this story.